Hello, this is Cherie with Rehash Fiber, and I'm so excited to share this bag with you. I think you're gonna love it. It's called the Boho Boss Bag. It is by Crochet 365 Knit 2. Now I just happened upon a sample bag at Pan Bang Knits and Fiber Shop in Brooksville, Florida, and it got on my brain. So I purchased the pattern from Ravelry, and I used my own hand spun to make it. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. The pattern though calls for 5 skeins of the Noro Silk Garden yarn. So that is about 550 yards. I had my own, and a majority of the color is fiber that I spun from Three Waters Farm. And the color is Whispering Light. It is the purples and light greens. I had to supplement with some more of my own hand spun, some of the darker purples and green. Got it done. Now the pattern calls for 24 double crocheted granny squares. I saw in the sample though that she made it stronger at the top by knitting an additional 4 granny squares and putting them together so that there was more material for your handles to hold on to. I thought that was brilliant. So I went ahead and made 4 additional granny squares than what the pattern called for. It is crocheted with a G6 4mm hook, and you need the purse handles and a button to do it. The instructions are very, very good. Every step of the way, she tells you exactly what you're supposed to do. I just followed it line by line, and it worked out great. Now, there is a little thing I want to tell you that I had a question mark when I was doing it, but it came out okay, but I want you to know. You have the option to do lining, which I wanted to do. I wanted a bag that was going to be secure, nothing would fall out of, I could throw things in. And it calls for putting fusible interfacing on the back side of your lining. Now, that is what you see when you look through the squares. You see that white. So when I was looking at it, I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like seeing that white. Now it doesn't bother me at all. But so the inside of the bag is the fabric lining, the purple. Anyway, if you think you are not gonna like seeing the white fusible interfacing, you can make a sandwich of fabric interfacing fabric. And it will just be a smidge thicker, but then you would see a fabric in these holes and not the white interfacing. That's just an option to think about if you decide to do this before you even get going. I took the lining all the way up into the triangles here, and so it is very secure. I had sewed the back side triangle to the front with the lining, so that's secure, and then these handles are going through all 3 layers. I didn't want a bag that was going to stretch or pull there, so I think that's good and secure. The button I had on hand, it was from Walmart. They called for doing a single crochet of this loop. I went ahead and did an I-cord just because I wanted the bigger, chunkier, stronger, funner, more fun looking cord. So we'll show you what the back side looks like. Very fun. And I feel like it is very boho, so it's great. I did simple purple fabric inside because that is what I had on hand, and that worked great. The pattern does call for a pocket. That is optional. I did it because it's kind of nice to have a pocket. Some other tips are I wove in the ends and blocked as I went so that it didn't feel like a tremendous task at the end. I was done. I had my nice little squares lining up that were done. That's really it. So the demo bag was made from a variety of colors of the Noro yarn. So the one that I saw was really cool. Everything was different. My friend also did the same thing. Bought a few different skeins and made them different colors, and it really makes the bag look funky. So you could have all kinds of fun with it. All right, you see I'm wearing the t-shirt again. I'm heading off to the Copper Cave Fiber Festival this week. If by chance you are going and you see me, and I'm gonna be wearing Rehash Fiber shirts. So you'll see that, or you might see the Globe of Yarn, Yarn Crawl the World. If you see me, I would love to meet you. Please come up and say hi. I have these wonderful little pins that I will hand out if I meet you. and we can just visit. I could see what you're working on, what you bought, and just meet somebody out there that knows the show, but I don't know yet. It would be a lot of fun. I'm going to cover the festival for you so you can see what goes on there. And I also have another really interesting thing there I'm going to be covering for you. So I look forward to a change of scenery and air. I'm in Tampa, Florida right now, and it's hot. So anything else out there is going to be great. So I look forward to being in Montana and experiencing everything that there is there. Lastly, I do want to remind you about Patreon. It's how creators get paid. If you're enjoying the programming, I invite you to go to rehashfiber.com. Check it out. It's supporting members. $3 a month helps me keep the show going and continuing to bring information on everything to all of you. And thank you to the Patreon members that are supporting this show right now. I greatly appreciate it. All right, that is it for today. So happy making the Boho Boss Bag, and thanks for watching.